Welcome to Algebra 2, Part 2. Today we're going to be dealing with quadratic factorization in the form x squared plus ax plus b. And the identities we need to learn is x squared plus ax plus b. And the meaning of quadratic factorization is simply putting this expression into, we're putting quadratic expressions into brackets. And that's where this identity comes in. So for the identity that looks like this, the first one, we put it into a bracket where the signs are plus and plus. For the identity that looks like this one here, we put it into the bracket x minus, since minus times minus equals positive. For an identity that looks like x plus ax minus b, you have a bracket that looks like x plus and x minus, since plus times minus is minus. Also, identity that looks like x squared minus ax minus b, we have x plus something, x minus something. Okay, so example 1. Suppose we're given x squared minus x minus 6. Well, straight away, we need to check the identity. It looks like the identity here, this identity here. So already we know that in the bracket we'll have x plus something, x minus something. Alright, so the key focus here is we need to focus on the factors of 6. So we'll come down here. What are the factors of 6? We have 1 times 6, and then we have 2 times 3. Those are the factors of 6. Now that we know that, we also need to bear in mind that when we add the two factors together, it should give us the expression of the coefficient of minus x. Okay, this simply means the difference between the factors, which is, let's put 6 here, the difference between the first factor, it must be minus 1. So, well, this is 5. The difference between the first factor of 6 is 1 and 6. The difference is 5. For the second one, we have 2 and 3. Well, the difference here is 1. Then we need to consider the negative sign. In other words, if I add these two numbers, it has to give me negative 1. Okay, so plus 2 minus 3 gives me minus 1. So we know straight away what the factors are that would give us negative 1. So I simply plug this into the bracket. So where I see a plus sign there, I put 2 there. Where I see a minus sign there, I put 3 there. If I expand those brackets, it should go back to an expression that looks like that. So let's try that out here using a green pen. So this here, x times the whole of this expression here, x minus 3, and then plus 2 times x minus 3. Okay, if I multiply x times x gives me x squared. X times minus 3 is minus 3x. X times 2 times x gives me plus 2x. And then plus 2 times minus 3 gives me minus 6. If I simplify those two, I should get x squared there, minus 3 plus 2 is minus x. And then I bring down the 6. Well, this is exactly the same as that. So our answer is correct. Okay, let's check other examples. So I'm going to scroll down here. Alright, well, suppose we're given number 2. Suppose we're given x squared minus 9x plus 20. Well, this identity looks like this one here. This one here. So I know from that identity, because I've learned it, that I will have minus and minus sign there. Alright, like previously, we need to focus on the factors of 20. So I come down here, factor of 20, 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and then 2 and 5. Well, we have another factor of 20, so if I use this 2 here, we have 4. So 4 times 5 also gives me 20. Okay, then like previously, we need to, if we add those two factors together, they should give me 9. So which one of these factors here, if I add them together, gives me 9? Evidently, I can see straight away it's 4 and 5. Now we need to focus on the sign. So I know straight away that my 20 here, 4 and 5 gives me 9. However, it's minus 4 minus 5. So I come here, I put my x in there, x there. So I just simply plug in that value in there and this value in there. So I have 4 and I have 5. Okay, if I expand the brackets together, they should give me the expression on the left hand side. So RHS. So I have x times the whole of the second expression, and then the minus 4 times x minus 5. Okay, that gives me x squared minus 5x minus 4x multiply minus 4 times minus 5. We have to be careful about the signs. Minus times minus gives me plus 20. If I simplify these two, I should get minus 9x there plus 20, and then I bring down my x squared, which is exactly the same as the left hand side. Alright, suppose we're given, well, example 3 here. We're given that expression to expand. Well, the first thing you need to realize is this expression doesn't have the ax. It doesn't have this expression here. So, however, if you look at it closely, we can see that that is x squared. It can be written as x squared minus, this is a square number, so that's 6 squared. So straight away I could see I put x in here, I put x in there, I put 6 in there, I put 6 in there. So the sign here is straight away minus and plus. Please remember this, it's very vital. When you have expression of x squared terms, they are simply put in the bracket like that. You'll have one plus and one minus. So it's this identity here that you always have to use. This one here. If you have a square sign, because if you multiply these brackets out, so let's check that out. So I have x bracket x minus 6 plus 6 bracket x minus 6. If I expand that out, I'll have x squared minus 6x plus 6x minus 36. These two, they cancel out, so we have x squared minus 36, which is exactly the same as the left hand side there, called LHS. Okay.